Part 1, The Opera Woman Mystery during Taiwan NS military exercise. During my NS, we had this 9D8N summary exercise in Taiwan and we usually had 3-4 missions per day. I forgot which day it was but we were doing section night ambush. It was spring in Taiwan and the sun set at 5 p.m. plus. We broke up into sections and headed over to our training area. Each section had 10 trainees and 1 commander or instructor with a signal set. We needed to simulate an actual 7-men section. Thus 2 trainees were tasked to be the enemies and the last trainee followed our instructor as signaler. For a night section ambush, other than forming a section formation, we needed to set up a trip flare, which would light up the area when triggered, and a claymore mine, both of which were dummies but we still diligently set it up according to standard operating procedure, SOP. The above was each of our location and the terrain. We were on the higher grounds and were supposed to ambush the enemies on the dirt track on the lower ground. Bear in mind that it was a forest and as our training area was large, the space between each trainee was quite far but we could still roughly see the trainee next to us. We waited for nightfall and for our platoon commander, PC, to tell our instructor to begin the mission. I don't recall what time it was exactly but it was pitch black when the signal set crackled and we could hear our PC telling our instructor to begin the ambush as sound traveled well at night. We then prepared ourselves and knew that our 2 fellow trainees who were tasked to be enemies would then make their way down, near trainee 7, to the dirt track. We were not far from the dirt track, maybe 20-30 meters away. So the enemies needed probably less than 1-2 minutes to get to the right side of the dirt track to begin the mission. Trainee 1 and 7 had night vision goggles so that they could see where the enemies were coming from. We waited and waited for almost 10 minutes but nothing. This was when my instructor got frustrated and shouted, so short distance. How long you guys need to get to the tracks? And nope, we didn't hear anything from the 2 enemies. It was at this moment when the signal set, which was connected to our platoon HQ, started crackling again. A lady's high-pitched voice singing an opera song came from the signal set. You can imagine how our balls froze.